Let's get you the final journey that is going to start as far as singer Zubeen Garg is concerned in just a few hours now. We will have, at the moment currently there is the second autopsy that is being conducted, and this is in order to pay respects to the sentiments of his fans and, the people of Assam. That is what the announcement was made by Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma. He has also gone on to announce that all schools and colleges and universities across the state are going to remain closed today. The cremation will be conducted with full state honours. He died from drowning at a swimming pool in Singapore. That was confirmed by the Chief Minister. That's what the first autopsy said. A second autopsy is now being conducted. To know more on this, we have my colleagues Ratnadeep as well as Saurabh Gupta joining us. Saurabh, over to you first. Take us through what all is expected, because we do know that the body is going to be taken to the Arjun Bhogeswar Baruah Sports Complex. What all is planned. We do know about 80 members of the family are going to be there at that last rites ceremony. And, just yesterday it was the dog that the wife had taken the dog in order to pay his last respects as well. Take us through the sentiments and, the emotions that are running high in the state. Saurabh, over to you.
Well, I'm at the cremation site where fans have already started gathering. And of course, this is the cremation site on the outskirts of Guwahati in a place called Sonapur. And here, of course, you can see people with memories of Zubeen Garg. Lots of young people also, but lots of others as well, who've turned up here to celebrate the life and times of Zubeen Garg. Because remember, he's much more than just a singer in these parts of the country. In Assam, he's not only someone who's considered a cultural icon, but someone who's also known for his philanthropy. So obviously, the shock at his untimely death is something that's pervaded through all places in society. And therefore, you see a lot of people on the streets, outside their homes, on the roads, from the airport all the way to here. There are posters of Zubeen Garg all over with the word Shraddhanjali. And similar posters that you see here at the cremation site have been put up all across the city, all across several places in Jorhat, where, of course, he has a close association to. He also is someone who's, who has not just, influence and following in Assam, but also beyond Assam. And, he's, of course, responsible for several Bollywood chartbusters as well. And someone who's sung in different languages, multiple languages, Bengali, Hindi, Assamese, and of course, here in the background you hear most of his Assamese songs. Now this, of course, is going to be the funeral pyre for his last rites, and this funeral pyre also has been set up here by the administration to make arrangements for fans to watch and bid goodbye. Who's a very loved, respected and followed in these parts of the country, and therefore he's someone who is being missed, and the crowds itself tell the story. Huge crowds here at the cremation site. There's still some time to go, but the crowds have already started thronging this place to bid goodbye to Zubeen Garg.
Right, Saurabh, of course, that journey is going to begin after that autopsy report is completed. It is underway at the moment in order to pay respects to the sentiments of the fans, and that is what the Chief Minister has gone on to say. Do remember that the first autopsy said that he has died due to drowning, and this had taken place in Singapore. Now, the journey that's going to begin very, very shortly is going to start from the Arjun Bhogeswar Baruah Sports Complex, with the personnel from the Assam Police being the bearers of the coffin from the National Highway. A gun salute will also be accorded to the late singer. The procession will cross Khanpara in Kamrup. All educational institutions in Assam will remain closed today in view of the last rites of Zubeen Garg, and with the government offices also remaining shut. To ensure the procession proceeds without disruption, the highway will be closed for traffic, and this is up till about Jorbad for about 4 to 5 hours is what we're hearing. The Assam police personnel will be carrying the singer's coffin from the national highway near Kamarkuchi to the cremation ground, where they will give a gun salute in his honor. His last rites will be performed at the Kamarkuchi in Sonapur on the outskirts of Guwahati. That's about 20 kilometers away from Guwahati, and that's going to be taking place at 10 o'clock this morning. A fresh autopsy of the singer is being conducted as part of that ongoing investigation into that sudden death of the 52-year-old. The procedure is being conducted at the Guwahati Medical College under the supervision of a team from the AIIMS Guwahati. Speaking at the press conference was Assam Chief Minister confirming about that autopsy being conducted. Now, as Congress MP Gaurav Gogoi, who has expressed strong dissatisfaction over the second autopsy and the original delay as far as conducting the post-mortem of the legendary singer is concerned, questioning why the procedure was not carried out immediately after his body arrived in Guwahati.
I myself is a big fan of Zubeen, and I personally feel that he should be above controversy the way, because the post-mortem report cannot be better than Singapore in Guwahati, because they are technically much better place than Guwahati. So I personally did not wanted to encourage a cutting of his body. You know how post-mortem is done. But still, as a chief minister, I cannot go by my own emotion. I have to take decision on the basis of mitigating circumstances. So as there is demand, and I have seen one or two leading people has also raising this demand, so we have decided to accept the demand, and morning it will take 2 hours. We will go through the process.
Right. Let's just also take a look at, some of the defining moments as far as the trajectory, the life of the legendary singer who died at the young age of 52. As the nation bids farewell to him, it is the singer, the multi-instrumentalist who became a household name in India with the Bollywood hit Ya Ali. Well, he was all of 52 when his life was cut short on Friday in Singapore. His death was confirmed by the Northeast India Festival. This is where Garg had been scheduled to perform over the weekend. It is the Chief Minister of the state in the Northeast confirming that as well, and which is why another autopsy is now being conducted. The cause of death was drowning. The Singaporean government has yet to respond to requests about what really happened. But of course, it was his music that blended the folk traditions of Assam with rock and pop. Saurabh Gupta with us, Ratnadeep Chaudhary with us. Ratnadeep, over to you first. Take us through, his music and how it's impacted the people of the state, and how people, the outpouring of love, because many who hadn't even seen him because are, coming out, expressing shock, expressing love. Take us through the sentiments of the people in the state.
Absolutely. Before we speak about the sentiments, let me show you what is happening in my backdrop. Now, this is the mortuary of the Guwahati Medical College Hospital, where the mortal remains of Zubeen Garg was brought around 3 a.m. in the morning. In fact, the NDTV team is here since 3 a.m. And the process of the second autopsy is almost over. That's what sources are telling us. You can see a multi-layered security arrangement there, and a completely decorated ambulance where his mortal remains will be taken back to the Bhogeswar Baruah sports complex, from where his last journey would start. But obviously you can see that already in the site where the cremation would take place, there are hundreds and thousands of his fans and people, common people of Assam, who have gathered to pay their last tribute and be part of the cremation, the last rites of this legendary singer, composer, music director. And perhaps what is important to note here is that Zubeen Garg was deeply attached with the social and cultural life of Assam. He started his career in the 90s. His career has spanned over almost 33 years. His first album was an Assamese album called Anamika, and with that album he became household name, and then one after another there were several Assamese hits. After that he went to Mumbai. He struggled initially, and then with the famous blockbuster song that he has sung, Ya Ali, in the movie Gangster, he became a household name. Soon there were many other Bollywood hits from this gifted musician, somebody who could sing in 40 languages, who could play 12 different instruments, and most importantly he has composed and sung no less than 38,000 songs. But when he was at his peak, when he was at the peak of his career as a playback singer in the Bollywood, he decided to come back to his roots in Guwahati, be a stage performer in Assam, also in Bengal where he's hugely popular, and he wanted to stay among people because his life was dedicated for the people. Whenever there was any crisis, be it earthquake or whatever personal crisis in the life of anybody who has approached him, he was somebody who came forward to help even people whom he personally didn't know.